Hi guys, this first message, this is going to be, or excuse me, video I guess, is going to be for my Art 1 students, those that would be in Art 1. What you guys are going to do this week, you're going to watch this video, and then you're going to try it yourself. Upload a snapshot of what you got, and we'll be good to go. Starting out with, I'm going to show you the difference in pencils, and different pencils and how they're going to work. So, just normal, everyday, big number 2 pencil. So I'll write up here, number 2, and then I'm going to draw from one side to the other, getting gradually darker, like you guys just did. So you can kind of see how that's going to work. And then over here I'll really pack it in. Okay, and you can kind of see how you can make that gradually get a little bit darker. That's just the big number 2 mechanical. Now this is the same thing but in a wooden form. Dixon Ticonderoga, there we go, got it right that time. HB number 2. So this is essentially the same pencil. So I should theoretically be able to do the exact same thing and make it look pretty similar. Okay, so solid bar there, then check what I'm going to do. I come in here, I'm going to move a little closer on the pencil. Notice how that gets a little bit darker. A little bit closer still, gets a little bit darker. Now I'm going to turn it and go the other way. And then turn this one more time. Okay, so can't really do that with a mechanical pencil or you'll break 1,000 leads. Okay, this next one, it's an HB. Okay, so basically what's happening is the softer these get, the darker you can get with them. The HB is a pretty neutral pencil. Come in again. I'm going to do fewer points just for time. Okay, then I'll come in a third time here. Come a little closer. Notice how the layers are also making it darker. And so it is changing directions. Each one of these has gotten progressively easier to make it darker. So here we've got a 2B, and this one already starting out as darker. Okay, it's got my streak there, second spot here, third spot, fourth, fifth, and then my black one. See, it's already getting darker. Okay. Next one, I've got a 4B. Start out the same way. Okay, again, getting darker and darker. And then this last one. This is just a extra black number 555. So I'll put EB. And essentially what this is like a colored pencil, like a black colored pencil, but it's using basically the same graphite that would be in a regular pencil. You don't have very much control with this at all. You just have dark. Okay, and so you can see the progressions there and how they get darker and gradually darker and darker. But let's check this. Let's go with all at just the base. That's and this is with me not using the side of the pencil. So no shading on these. Oops, nope, this one's the 2B. This one's the 4B. Notice my hand placement is the same. And these are all with the tip of the pencil. Okay, so you can notice the progression with those. The reason I showed you that is if you ever do break down and buy the good pencils, you know the difference. Here's the other difference. Let's erase away right down the middle there. See how well and how poorly they erase. The mechanical pencil erases the best. The 2B wooden is next. You get down here, these don't erase very well at all. Now, let's come down to this end, where we got darker with it. And we see the same problem. Also, you'll notice that the darker I press, the harder it was to erase. And let's zoom in on this so you can really see what's going on here. Too much. Okay. So you can see how I've got that erase line. There's barely anything there. A little bit more here, gradually getting more. And then it gets crazy. You cannot erase if you press too darkly. So that's something to keep in mind as you guys are going. Alright. Next thing we're going to move into, and that's going to be for the next video, because with this recorder I have time limits on here. This next one, we're going to start out, you're going to draw simple shapes. And actually, I think I can get it all in here. You'll start out by drawing simple shapes. You take those simple shapes and you're going to expand them into simple forms. The way that you do that is basically by extending out. So if this was the triangle, basically all I did was put a rocker underneath it. Let's go right there. On the square, what I did is I've got my base square, then I'm going to come off of this corner. Whatever I come off of this corner, I have to match it here and here. Whatever this is has to match here. Whatever this is has to match here. So the way that's going to look is we're going to have these three lines all match. These three lines all match. And these three lines all match. Just draw those all the way through so you can see them. And on these, same thing. Draw them all the way through so you can see that they all match. On here, I'm not going to do anything at this point because I'm going to save it for the next spot. For this, I put a little rocker on the bottom, same rocker here, and then flip it for up there. This one, I do the exact same way as what I did above. So I will come through, match, match, match. Then I'm going to match this line right here. Then I'm going to match this line right there. On here, just come down and connect. Okay. Then the next part, using the shading techniques I just showed you, I'll come through, indicate where I want my light to come out. This is where my light is coming from. It's going to be darkest on the opposite spot, and there's going to be a cast shadow. You can't see it very well on this one, but maybe you can see it better here. You can definitely see it better here. So if the light's coming in here, we've got the shadow here. If the light's coming in here, we've got shadow on the inside. I put a line in here to indicate that this is the inside of a box. So no light's hitting that wall, and then no light's hitting this wall. Over here, the light's coming here, no light hitting here, dark and cast shadow. So this is what you guys are going to try. You're going to try to go from this to this. You'll use these same shapes, and that's going to be your project for the week. Take a picture of when you have it at the simple shape spot. Take a picture of it when you have it in the simple form spot. Take a picture of it when you have it here. Send me all 3 pictures, please. And that's it for the Art 1. If you're in Art 2, that's going to be the next video. Please click over to the other video for Art 2. Thank you.